Well, the baby then once again bought out the bullets. IDK, why y'all keep testing Charlotte, North Carolina's own Jonathan Kirk, but he keep making examples out of people that test his right to protect himself and his family. According to multiple outlets, including CNN and TMZ, on Thursday morning, a 26-year-old man walked right on the baby's property in North Carolina, climbing all those big fences, and I've seen pictures of the baby's crib. He's got some big old fences, but despite that, a man climbed the property, ended up on the baby's land, and near a football field, apparently the baby shot this man in the leg for invading that man's property. The baby, being a generous guy, called 911 afterwards and said, yo, I just shot a man in the leg. He was trespassing on my property. Y'all need to get somebody here. He's screaming and he's bleeding pretty badly. I'm summarizing the conversation, the 911 call between the baby and the operators over there. The baby did acknowledge the shooting on his Instagram account. He said, I chose not to take a guy's life the other day, and it felt great. Buddy ain't deserved to go. I step righteously. Heal up and live, my boy. Just don't bring your ass back. The baby has not been arrested or had charges filed against him. And let's be real, he probably won't be arrested. This is the South. We tend to shoot first and think later, right? The baby is a guy that has had to go into the self-defense bag before. Matter of fact, a couple different times. I've never seen somebody get self-defense off 3 different times. But look, the baby is Floyd Mayweather, right? Clearly this dude has some type of protection from above, some angel that shines down on him pretty often. This dude's got some type of covering. I don't know who the baby's great-great-great-great-grandmother was in a past life, but I'm pretty sure she was a good woman. I don't know if the baby is the second coming, like if this was Martin Luther King in his last life. Like, I don't know. Whoever the baby was in his last life, or whatever type of covering the baby's got over him, what I'm trying to say is leave that dude alone. Clearly he knows what he's doing with them guns. Clearly the brother takes his right to bear arms really seriously, and he is making an example out of people that continue to test that brother. I will say this, I don't like that energy surrounding the baby, who's a successful talent, one of the biggest rappers in the game we got today. I hate that this energy continues to cloud over his career. I'll tell you this, the brother's probably gonna have a super successful run in acting whenever he decides to put rapping to the side. On a serious note, because that man ain't gotta fabricate a lot of the stuff that you got people writing in movies. This is real life. Leave that man alone. I hate that this had to happen, but I'm also happy that no one is dead following this incident. Well, let's call a spade a spade. The baby probably had every right to kill that brother for being on his property, all right? Best of luck to all parties involved, and stop playing with the baby. I will say this, I've had the pleasure to meet a couple of guys on the baby's team. I hope y'all get that man out of North Carolina. Like, I don't know where you're going to take him, but I hope he leaves North Carolina, just for the simple fact that coming out of this incident, one of the things the baby didn't like was that his address was compromised. It was in the police documentation and all that. Like, as media, if we want to, we have the right to put your address out in the atmosphere, because citizens have the right to know where people are getting shot at. The only thing here is the baby's a rap superstar. You're only bringing more of that energy to your doorstep by your address leaking out. I would never, in one of my videos or any of my reports, put that out in the atmosphere, but I also don't work locally in the North Carolina market as a reporter there. If that had been the case, probably it would have been the right move for me to put that out to the people. I don't work in that market. You can't fault people who work in that market for doing that. I just hate that for the baby. Maybe go somewhere else where his location is not as easily compromised like this situation seemingly had it. All right, prayers to the man that got shot. It could have been worse. Hopefully he makes a full recovery, and like the baby said, stay off that man's property. Thank y'all so much. Time Loves Report. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out.